Hello, I'm Irvin Blackburn of Neoworks Neapolitan Mastiffs. I would like to serve as your English narrator for this video, Il Mastino Napolitano. This video is a professionally made video that was actually made in Italy. There are some very fine specimens of Neapolitan Mastiffs on this tape. There's a lot of history and architecture also that I hope you will enjoy. This here is a nice male with a very beautiful head. The Neapolitan Mastiff is one of the nicest dogs in the world. We have several here in our own kennel, some of which we'll be showing you later. Right now, all of these dogs are owned by select breeders in Italy, and we're going to show you some of those, and then we'll show you some dogs that we own here. First of all, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about the Neapolitan Mastiff and things that are important that you should know. The Neapolitan Mastiff originated in Italy, of course, and descends from the ancient Roman Molossus dog. He is said to have been owned by Aristotle and Alexander the Great, all the way back in ancient Greece. He fought lions in the arena and made war in the armies. Mythological tales state that the dog was actually brought into this area by the Mongols in an invasion. The Mongols said, of course this is mythology, you can draw your own conclusions when I'm finished, but the mythological origin of the dog, as stated by the Mongols, say that the dogs were actually the cross in prehistory between a large dog and a tiger. Although genetically and biologically this seems possible by modern times, it's interesting to note when you really learn about Neapolitan Mastiffs that there are some subtle differences in the bone structure and anatomy of the dogs as compared to other breeds of dogs as we know them. So you can trace the origin of the Neapolitan Mastiff more than 2,000 years into the past. It is one of the oldest and rarest breeds. The Neo, as it is called for short, is a very unique animal. No other breed looks or acts like the Neapolitan. He is the ultimate for those who think ugly is beautiful. The Neapolitan Mastiff is also an incomparable home guardian and companion. Adult males stand up to 30 inches at the shoulder and weigh up to 200 pounds. Normal size for the female is 22 to 26 inches at the shoulder and 120 to 160 pounds. Adult males often have feet as large as a coffee saucer and have a mouth that measures a foot in the rear. It is good that he is the world's most affectionate, intelligent, and predictable dog. The Neo loves master, home, and family. They are wonderful with children and will give their lives in defense of their home and loved ones. The Neo is the best canine homebody. They tend to stay very close to home and family, for these are the things they love most. The term Mastino was given the dog in medieval times, derived from the Latin mantio, which means home. The Neapolitan Mastiff doesn't wander over the countryside. He stays put like a good guard should. He is steady, calm, and quiet, like he can read your mind. You may often wonder if he can tell what you're thinking. These dogs have been hidden away in Italy since the days of ancient Greece and the Roman Empire. It is the most sought-after dog in the world today. Everyone who sees the Neo wants one. We at Neoworks are dedicated to the well-being of this wonderful breed. The Neo is still a rare breed, and demand exceeds supply. It's not likely that your neighbor has one, but he will want one as soon as he learns the stern appearance and special loving relationship that only the Neo can provide. The dogs that we see here at this point are being handled by Antonio Pegoli, who has some very nice dogs in Italy. This dog also looks like one of the dogs of that bloodline. Mr. Pegoli has some of the better dogs in Italy. He owns the dog Caligula, by the way. Here we see the way the dogs should act with the strangers. These guys are strangers, and if you could hear the original Italian footage, this particular dog has been trained to respond to voice commands in protection. Whether this is Mr. Pegoli's dog Caligula or not, I don't know. But this dog is trained to respond to voice commands. When the dog encounters a stranger, in order to put the dog on alert, the owner has to say, nice weather we're having. And the signal for attack is, tomorrow it will rain. So the dog is able to differentiate between those two lines. Here we see a large puppy and a little boy. Of course, the dogs love to play. When having puppies indoors like this, it's always a good idea to use caution so that the dog doesn't swallow something or get shocked with an electrical cord. Notice the beautiful movement on this dog, the way that the long fluid strides. Lots of American breeders want us to believe that all the big Italian dogs have bad hips and can't move. Quite to the contrary, my worst experiences with Neapolitan Mastiffs and bad hips has been strictly with American-bred dogs, in particular the Altifiumara and Bonrampino bloodlines. The Italian dogs are much larger also than most of the dogs we're used to seeing in the United States. Not many people want to spend the kind of money that the premium breeders in Italy ask for their puppies. That's why there's nothing really high quality commonly seen in this part of the world. Beautiful dogs, beautiful heads, beautiful structure. They love to play. These two are just having a good time. Here we see a good example of what the dog looks like without the ears trimmed. This dog is not one of my favorite specimens, but it is an example of a young dog with the ears. As far as the ears go with the dog, it is personal preference and acceptable to leave the ears on the dog if this is what you prefer. Personally, I like the dog's ears better after they're trimmed, but again, this is personal preference. Here we have Antonio Pegoli out at one of his kennels with a large puppy, a very beautiful puppy in fact. And we're going to see some footage now of puppies playing. Nice big square head on this puppy. Of course, the dog doesn't have a lot of wrinkles or dewlap at this point. Neos get uglier as they get older, which is one of their most desirable characteristics. Here we have a mother and some puppies. Some gray and black puppies. In Italy, over here in this country, color descriptions are handled much more loosely. But in Italy, the proper description of the gray color is grigio. If you call a dog blue over there, they'll tell you there's no such color. But here we have puppies of grigio and the nero, which is black. The black dogs are beginning to get popular in Italy at this point. The gray has always been predominant, and almost all Italian champions have been the dark gray dogs. They are the most desirable and most preferred, and have been bred to the point that the gray dogs are much more higher quality than most of the other colors. It is possible to get something good in black now, but something good in the black color is much rarer than something in gray, for example. Here we have Mr. Peggley with a pair of his dogs on his property in his yard. Notice the big, strong, powerful hips, the big, beautiful head on this dog. I like this collar also, which is obviously made by a craftsman. This dog is old and mature, has very nice wrinkles, beautiful head, and beautiful structure. Here we have, I think, a mother and her puppies, and of course the child has come to visit. Notice the tightly cropped ears in the back of the head of this dog. These puppies are very nice structurally, very nice puppies. Nice broad head, good wrinkles at this age, beautiful dogs. Here we have a couple other breeders walking their dogs up the street. Another young male out of the Fossombrone or Peggley bloodlines. Nice square head, beautiful movement, an extremely nice dog. And some of my favorite footage with the dogs out to play in the woods. The dogs love to play. The master and the family are the things that they love most. More puppies. Nice ugly faces on these puppies. These puppies look like they're a little older than the others. You can tell a lot the way the dogs interact with people, especially the people who are familiar. Neapolitan Mastiffs are among the most affectionate animals in the world. Keep in mind, when you get a dog of this size in your lap, it's awfully hard to get him out. But they are very affectionate, very attentive. They like to play. These are just beautiful, beautiful puppies. Lots of skin, lots of substance, beautiful bone structure, good coat. This is a world-class puppy. I hope you're enjoying this. Beautiful dogs, beautiful dog footage. This is another of Mr. Peggley's dogs playing with the ball. Truly a beautiful, beautiful head on this male. And of course this is Mr. Peggley. Has some of the biggest and structurally soundest, anatomically best dogs in Italy. They are among my favorites. Mr. Peggley owns the dog Caligula, who is a very highly rated champion. There was an article in the National Enquirer here in the United States about the dog. As a matter of fact, during the calendar year 1993, Caligula is said to have won the Mr. Universe Dog Show in Valencia, Spain. If you look at this, you can see why. Beautiful structure on this dog. Peggley is said to have turned down an offer of $200,000 for this dog because of the fact that the wife said she would divorce him. So the wife is obviously very attached to the dogs too. in time after you get yours, or if you have a Neo already, maybe you can already relate to this type of quality bond with an animal. Very beautiful and very special members of the family, both as companion and guardian. This certainly is a good standard for any dog breeder to measure his dogs by. Keep in mind that all of these dogs are old, very mature, shown in their prime and at their best when you look at dogs of these particular examples. It does take a while. Some bloodlines mature more slowly than others, but these are very beautiful dogs. Whether or not the male you're seeing right here is Caligula or not, I am not sure. But he is very similar, structurally the same. The coat and the markings are the same. This may or may not be Caligula. This may be Caligula's father. But it is the same bloodline and closely related. Very, very beautiful dogs. I'd like to talk with you more specifically at this point now about the dogs of Neoworks, and in order that you might better understand the dogs that we are breeding here now, I would like to begin by showing you Italian champions that our dogs are out of. This is Barone del Nolano, being shown at the Naples Show 1993 by Francesco Di Falco. Of course, Barone is one of the most highly rated of the modern Italian champions. You can see why, having won the Naples show for 92 and 93 and many of the other European shows. Barone del Nolano. This is Klaus del Nolano. I do not have good video footage of Klaus. I had to blow up a photo, and I wound up with a photocopy. But anatomically, you can see a dog of great magnitude, tremendous bone and width. Of course, Klaus is shown here, 5 years, completely mature, very beautiful and impressive dog. Klaus del Nolano. Of course, I'm going to be telling you about these dogs. Just keep in mind which dog is which, and that will help you better understand the different bloodlines when I show you the dogs that we're going to be seeing in our kennel on the remainder of the video cassette. Again, Klaus del Nolano at 5 years of age. This is Hatrine of the Grotta Azzurra, being shown here at the 93 Naples, Italy show. Hatrine is being handled by his owner, Salvatore D'Amico. Hautrin is a beautiful dog, a beautiful head. Again, we have a dog of this bloodline also. You'll see a little bit later on the video. So remember this one, Hautrin della Grada Azzurra. Of course, this is Caligula di Ponzano, as you saw earlier in the video cassette, owned by Antonio Pegoli. Of course, we have access to some dogs of this bloodline also, so let us know if you like the Caligula bloodlines, and we'll be glad to help you with one of these depending on availability and what you like. Caligula di Ponzano. This is Nero, or Samson, della Grada Azzurra, son of Hautrin della Grada Azzurra, and this is one of our main breeding males here at Neoworks. If you've ever seen a better head than you see on this guy, I would be impressed with it. This is one of the best heads that you'll find. It'll be hard to find a better head, even in Italy, than Samson has. He is a very large dog. Of course, like the Italian champions, he is larger than the Italian and the American standard. Technically, the standard for the dog says that the male should not be greater than 30 inches at the withers or the shoulders. This dog is approximately 33 inches tall. Of course, his father is too big also, and several of the other Italian champions are taller than the standard allows for. I think it shows that people, being human, are impressed with large and impressive dogs. I wonder also if the tremendous size might lead to a change in the Italian standard with the future of the dog, as a great many of the dogs have been bred to the point now that technically by the standard they are too big. Samson is a very gentle and sweet dog. He loves the children. He's very affectionate and basically a big baby. He moves well. He is very sound and athletic. Some of the best hip joints that I have ever seen on radiograph. Of course, he's 2 years old now and is still immature, but this is a very nice dog. 33 inches at the shoulder. This is the kind of framework that you've got to have if you're going to have an unexaggerated 200-pound animal. It's sad, but a lot of the people who have dogs want to exaggerate the size, etc., with their animals. This dog's, I'm not a small person, but his legs are as big as my arms, his feet are wider than my hand, and his head will barely go in and out of a 5-gallon bucket without getting hung. And you'll probably see his water bucket in a minute on the video footage. There it is. You can see that his head is as big as the bucket. Very beautiful dog. Nero, or Samson della Grada Azzurra, pictured here at 2 years of age. Of course, Samson likes to play. He loves to jump. He wants out and wants attention, but he's not going to come out to play right now. Otherwise, I get my video camera gets slimed. Very beautiful, highly affectionate dog. We enjoy him. Proud to have a dog of this quality in our kennel. This is Turco del Nolano, son of Italian and international champion Barone del Nolano. Turco is the only quality solid black male that I have ever seen. He is pictured here at approximately 3 years of age, the epitome of athletic ability, protection, structural soundness, coat quality. Turco is perfect size for the standard. He is exactly 30 inches at the shoulder. Of course, like Samson, I neglected to tell you, Nero or Samson has a perfect scissors bite. So does Turco. Beautiful young dog. I bought Turco at 11 months of age, imported him from Italy at a cost of $11,000. You may or may not think that's a lot of money for a dog, but he is quality, and you will see that a lot of the offspring from Turco are quality animals at this point. It's hard to find good dogs other than the gray coat. Turco is the best black dog that I have ever seen. His puppies offer very high protective instinct and normally unparalleled athletic ability. Turco del Nolano, 3 years of age. Very beautiful young male. Of course, Turco is an outcross dog, slow to mature. He's still growing, still getting heavy. And we're proud to have him in our kennel also. Very beautiful young male. We'll be showing you some offspring from Turco a little bit later. Very affectionate. He loves all the family members. He is great with the kids. Any stranger that came in the yard with this dog in my absence would not get stitches. It would be broken bones. Turco sons are for those who want a serious guard dog. The Grata Azura bloodlines are very affectionate, great family pets. They are the type of dog normally that would bark at a stranger and intimidate, maybe go after somebody. But if you like protection, if you want a dog that will really take care of your home, keep the pests out, I would recommend a son of Turco to everyone who wants a protective animal. Turco del Nolano, 3 years of age. This is a 13-and-a-half-month male called Barone del Nolano, an Italian import. This dog is a son of Italian and international champion Barone del Nolano and named in honor of his father. This dog is 33 inches at the shoulder, just like Samson. He's just a big, awkward, long-legged, skinny puppy at this age, being barely over 1 year of age. To see the magnitude and the mass that this dog will have later in life based on what he looks like now is scary. Like Turco, the dog has very high protective instinct, good athletic ability. Right now, he is very young and awkward He's still growing. His legs are a little bit long for his body, but he's got a lot of filling out to do. This dog later in life will have very beautiful movement and a tremendous head. Tremendous head. His head is as white as Samson. At this age, he doesn't have all the skin and meat under the head that Samson does, and he'll never be as heavily wrinkled as Samson. But he is a huge, tremendous dog that will offer, give me the flexibility to do some Del Norlando line breeding and produce some great showpieces with high protective instinct. Baroni Del Norlando, 13.5 months of age. You can see that he's a big baby. He likes to play in the water. Of course, it's hot today with the video camera anyway, and he's having a good time with that. Baroni Del Norlando, son of Italian and international champion Baroni Del Norlando, 13.5 months of age. This is Neoworks Sarah. Sarah is a 16-month-old daughter of Turco Del Norlando, a dog that I'm proud to say that I did breed myself, and she is going to be an important part of the future of our kennel, offering us the flexibility to do some Del Norlando line breedings also. Very beautiful young dog, Neoworks Sarah, 16 months of age. Of course, she wants attention. That's what these dogs are good for. They don't like strangers. They wouldn't act like this with you if you came out to the kennel. But they are our best friends, and they want our attention all the time that we're around them. I try to give them a lot of attention. I have some kids who enjoy the dogs a lot. Also, as you can see, Neoworks Sarah, 16 months of age. This is Neoworks Regina, littermate to Neoworks Sarah, another daughter of Turco Del Norlando. You can see she wants attention, wants out of the kennel, a very young, immature female, but pretty bones, very nice young dog. Proud to have bred this one also. This is Chi-Chi, an American-bred female. Of course, getting a scratch behind the head right now. This will give you a good idea what the dog looks like without the ears trimmed. Of course, it's personal preference, what you wish to do with the ears of the dog. It is acceptable to leave the ears long and not trim them, if this is what you prefer. Of course, it's also good to trim the ears if you like them this way. But this will give you a couple examples here of what the dogs do look like with the long ears. Again, Chi-Chi, an American-bred female, approximately 4 years of age. This is Kiwi, another American-bred female, approximately 4 years of age also. Big, massive, one of the largest American-bred females that you'll ever see. Generally speaking, Italian males and females average 50 pounds larger than almost all of the dogs that you will find being bred in the Americas at present. This is just a big baby, child's pet, hot 90-degree day, doesn't want to get up. She's expecting to roll over and somebody scratch her tummy. She don't know that she's got to get up for the video camera. Kiwi, approximately 4 years of age. This is Rachel, an Italian import, pictured at a little more than 1 year of age. Her coat is in the process of molting. The longer hair, she spent a lot of time out in the sun, so she is sunburned a little bit. That's where you get that little bit of brown on the coat. This dog is a granddaughter of Klaus del Nolano that you saw with the foundation studs at the beginning of our Neoworks footage. Klaus del Nolano in the black and white photo. Her mother is Di Ponzano. She is a black female, a very large female also. This dog is going to mature at 160 pounds. Very large, very nice young female. Rachel is her name, an Italian import. This is a tawny female called Thelma Lou. This is a young dog that I bred myself. I have this dog because she is tawny. I do not know of any place in the world that you can get something in the tawny or the mahogany coats that I would consider the equal of modern Italian quality with the top gray champions. I have this dog because she is tawny, and in order to get a tawny, a high-quality tawny dog, I feel that over time I must breed the dog because there's nowhere that I can buy it. By American standards, by blonde standards, this is a nice dog, and I would recommend a puppy for this dog from anyone who wants something that carries blonde genetics that also has the potential of producing the mahogany coat color. Thelma Lou, pictured at approximately 16 or 18 months of age. This is Blanche. Blanche is a dog that I bred myself out of two American-bred dogs, a mixture of Italian and German bloodlines. Nice bones, nice width, nice wide chest, laid back and very affectionate young female. She is a very nice dog, 2.5, 3 years of age. We're going to be showing you a couple of her daughters from her first litter, bred to Samson, in just a second. So you'll see that this dog has produced some quality offspring also. Neoworks Blanche, 2.5 years old. This is Neoworks. I've got two sisters. I'm trying to remember which one I named what. I think this is Amber. Neoworks Amber at 6 months of age, and she is a daughter of Blanche, the dog you just saw, bred to Samson, or Nero, della Grata Azzurra. At this age, a very beautiful young female. Very, very nice young dog. Approximately 6 or 7 months of age. And this is Neoworks Terra, littermate to the young female that you saw, that you just saw. 6 or 7 months. Another very beautiful young gray female. Very, very nice young dogs. Proud to have bred these two. Of course, they're not old enough to have wrinkles like their father yet, but you can see that they have pretty bones. They are anatomically very nice, and at this age, they are very, very large dogs also. Neoworks Sarah, Neoworks Terra, 6 or 7 months. This is a black daughter of Turco del Nolano, Neoworks Alicia, approximately 7 months of age. Beautiful black solid coat, no brindling. Very rare to get a coat like Turco. You can't do it with any other bloodline. If you don't want stripes and blemishes in the coat, the Turco bloodlines are the only ones that I know of. Very beautiful young female, Neoworks Alicia at 7 months. Is Alba del Nolano, daughter of Barone, del Nolano, the Italian champion Baroni, an Italian import, 28 inches, 160-pound female, very large and very beautiful dog. Of course, the dogs coming up in this section are dogs that I've imported for myself, and also some dogs that I've imported from others. I want to give you an idea of what the Italian dogs have to offer. Very beautiful, huge dogs. Is Ophelia del Nolano, daughter of Klaus del Nolano. Very beautiful, solid dog, beautiful bones, high quality coat. Very, very nice young female. Pictured here at 14 months of age. Ophelia del Nolano. Here is Ophelia as an 8-week puppy, of course with the ears. Very, very beautiful young female. Ophelia del Nolano. Is Delilah del Nolano. Pictured here at approximately 14 months of age. Very large, beautiful head, tremendous dog. A son of Romolo del Nolano that I have no footage of, but of course this dog is closely related to the other del Nolano dogs. Beautiful head. She is a granddaughter of an outcross breeding off of Bruno, owned by Pasquale Paduano, Italian champion from 1987. Delilah del Nolano, 14 months of age. Here we have puppies in the brood box, approximately 2 days old. Here we have puppies in the brood box, approximately 2 days old. Here we have puppies in the grass, approximately 4 to 5 weeks old. This particular litter is sons and daughters of Turco. Here we have more footage. You saw 2 of these females at an older 7-month age, Tara and Amber. This is what they looked like at approximately 4 or 5 weeks of age. This is the group of puppies that those 2 females are out of. Very nice young group of puppies. This being Neoworks Blanche, bred to Nero or Samson of the Grata Azura. Beautiful young puppies. This is another Samson breeding. Samson bred to Kiwi. Kiwi, the large American red female with long ears. Very beautiful puppies. Of course, they're a little wet right here. They like to play in the water. And very beautiful puppies. Pretty bones. This is a del Nolano line breeding with a daughter of Turco and a del Nolano male. Beautiful young group of puppies, approximately 3 or 4 days old. Beautiful young puppies. We're going to show you some extended footage of these since they are such a good example of del Nolano line breedings. Of course, we have gray and black puppies. This is Medusa, black daughter of Turco, her first litter. Very beautiful young dogs. Very beautiful young puppies. Of course, they like to play. They're a rowdy group. Beautiful puppies. The reason you don't see dogs of this quality commonly in the Americas is that there are very few people in this part of the world who are willing to spend Italian-style money. Of course, You can buy a poor quality dog anywhere in the world you want to go and look for one. I've heard a lot of people brag about having dogs that they paid $500 for, and you don't always get what you pay for, but almost every example of $500 dog turns out to look like $500. These are quality dogs. Of course, our puppies here are a good deal if you compare these puppies to Italian puppies in the $3,000 to $5,000 price range. Very beautiful young dogs. Not many people are willing to spend Italian-style money. Most competing breeders will tell you that Italian dogs have bad hips. The Italians will not send you anything good. So all I can say is you can look and see what they have sent me. It's very important to know who you're dealing with. Look at this puppy, a Del Nolano line-bred male, beautiful dog, of course at only 5 weeks of age. These bloodlines are going to mature quickly and get beefy at an earlier age than the Samson bloodlines, for example. But beautiful bones, beautiful coat, great young puppies. The modern Italian champions are great dogs, and the results does show in the brood box with those who are willing to spend the money. Competing American breeders want you to believe that these dogs are no good, but they are really beautiful. In defense of Italian dogs, there was a point in time when I bred only American dogs. When breeding American dogs to American dogs, I found that I had a lot of problems with the hips. They were generally very small, very unimpressive. With the modern Italian bloodlines, I have not yet had any dog put to sleep with prematurely crippling hip dysplasia. So I do feel that not only are they pretty and more impressive, but they seem to be much sounder. Also, and generally speaking, they are much more protective by nature and also more affectionate in a lot of cases. Del Nolano line-bred puppies, beautiful pair of black males, some of the nicest dogs you'll ever see. This is what you want if you like a Where's the Beef dog. Proud to have been a part of the breeding of these two. Same litter, beautiful group of dogs, of course hungry and always ready to eat. Same puppies, a little bit older, approximately 14 weeks of age. 2 males from this group shown here playing on the beach. Very beautiful young males. They continue to look good. Very, very beautiful young puppies. This is Neoworks Bella Di Romero, shown here playing on the beach. Very beautiful young dog, strictly out of American bred parents. Very beautiful young female. Proud to have been a part of the breeding of this one also. Bella is shown here at approximately 14 months of age. And this is Bella being shown in the Neapolitan Mastiff Club of America, St. Petersburg Dog Show. Bella was judged best of breed, best in show, best of everything, even over the males. The judge for the day was Michael Sotilli, president of the Neapolitan Mastiff Club of America, and also owner and proprietor of the Alaric Kennel. Mr. Sotilli is said to have pulled the dog out in the middle and critiqued her and told all the other breeders about how nice she was, and everything was fine until the judge learned that this dog was from a competing breeder and competing registry. After this show, Bella was shown in the same area a couple of more times and was not even placed. This is why that I have chosen to support the American Neapolitan Mastiff Association. Every situation has some problem, but I do feel that for things to be legitimate and everything to get better, it's not fair for the dogs to be under the control of one person. I do favor public control with the dogs and hopefully recognition by the American Kennel Club. At this point, all the Neapolitan Mastiffs being bred in the Americas are not acceptable to the FCI unless they are registered with the foreign country. An FCI nation will only accept an American Kennel Club export pedigree. So, again, Neoworks Bella de Romero at the St. Petersburg NMCA Dog Show at 14 months of age. Very beautiful young female. You'll see here she just got her ribbon. Very beautiful young dog. This is Zoltar del Nolano, a dog that I imported from Italy, a son of Klaus del Nolano, pictured here, I'm sure at less, seems like 18 weeks of age. I think the ears are just trimmed. Beautiful bones, very beautiful young male. Zoltar, son of Klaus del Nolano. Very, very beautiful young male. Of course, you can see that Zoltar moves well. Very beautiful young dog. The female pictured with him is a daughter of Turco called Misha. Of course, this is Misha. Very beautiful young female. Dark gray, daughter of Turco. Of course, you can see they do well with the kids, as the little girl obviously loves her dogs. Very beautiful young female. These dogs are owned by John and Kim Bomer of Winchester, Indiana. Beautiful young dogs. Zoltar and Misha. Proud to have been a part of the breeding and also the importing of these two. And of course, beautiful, beautiful young dogs for the Del Nolano bloodlines. This is Bullo del Nolano. Bullo is a son of Barone del Nolano. The female pictured with Bullo is a daughter of Klaus del Nolano. Aphrodite del Nolano is her name. Very beautiful young dogs. Of course, the male is very young, being so much smaller than the female. I can't remember exactly how old. You can see that he's so young they have not yet trimmed the ears. But this little dog is surely built like a truck. Very beautiful young male. This young male was produced litter mates bred together. Barone del Nolano, the Italian champion, was bred to one of his litter mate sisters. While I'm not comfortable with breeding to be that tight, you can see that there are some beautiful dogs that are produced very often in this manner. Bullo del Nolano, probably 16 weeks old. This is Bullo del Nolano, pictured here at 1 year of age. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dog. We're very proud of this young male. He's old enough now till we hope to have some puppies sired by him in the very near future. An anatomically very nearly perfect dog. And of course this is Aphrodite, the young female that you see pictured with Bullo. Beautiful movement, lots of meat, beautiful coat, perfect scissors bite, pretty bones, One of the most flawless dogs that I've ever seen. Bullo del Nolano, the young male that you just saw pictured at 18 weeks with the long ears. Very, very beautiful young male. This is updated footage of Bullo del Nolano. I wanted to add some footage on because the dogs, unlike the video cassette, continue to mature. You can see that Bullo is getting considerably heavier. I think his bones have grown to the point, of course, both he and Samson have feet approximately the same width as a men's size 12 shoe at this point. And you can see Bullo's legs are a lot bigger. Well, they're bigger than my arms, and I'm not a small person. Beautiful dog. Heavy, heavy beef. He looks more and more like Klaus del Nolano every day, except he has more wrinkles and meat under the head than Klaus had. Very beautiful young dog. Genetically a very pure dog and valuable dog for breeding. Tremendous young animal. Bullo del Nolano at this age approximately 15 months of age. Bullo doesn't like being tied up like that. He wants to go and play. Of course, he wants to come to me and get a little bit of attention. But beautiful young dog. Bullo at this point is, of course, he's not through growing. He's approximately 27 inches at the shoulder. I think he's probably going to mature about 28 inches. But awesome substance, width, and bone. This is Barone del Nolano, named after his father. Of course, Barone is taller than Bullo. He is probably 16 months of age here, and I'm just guessing. Barone is a very tall young dog. He's like 33 inches at the shoulder, and we're going to be breeding him with big wide females, lots of thickness and substance, and we're going to get some monster dogs out of these breedings. Very nice young head. Barone del Nolano. This is updated footage of Samson. Of course, Samson was reasonably mature with the last footage, and he hadn't changed that much. Maybe his head is a little bit heavier and uglier now, so I wanted to give you updated head footage. This dog has truly one of the nicest heads that you'll ever see. I've never seen any head better than this, even from Italy. On the head of this dog, you can't wiggle it. Tremendous animal. His feet are, again, the width of a men's size 12 shoe. Very large, very impressive dog. This is updated footage of Turco del Nolano. Very beautiful young male. The nicest black that I've ever seen. Anatomically, from end to end, Turco is one of the nicest dogs that I've ever seen. Of course, he wants out to play. On this particular day, Turco had to leave a girlfriend to get his picture made, and he's eager to get back down there. But you can see Turco is growing in width and bone and substance, has a nice head, nice dewlap, a very cocky disposition, beautiful coat, beautiful dog. Turco del Nolano, probably, I'll guess him, 3.5 years of age. The passage of time is hard for me to keep up with, but a very, very beautiful dog. He's still growing and filling out. He looks better all the time. This is a young son of Turco that we currently have available for sale. A very nice young dog, approximately 11 months of age at the time of this footage. I wanted to give you a glimpse of him, and nice and thick, pretty bones, nice coat, and a nice big square head. He looks a lot like his father, except he does have a little white on the chest, and it's hard to get him without the white, but that is perfectly acceptable depending on your personal preference. But a very nice young male, well built, very typey. He's going to have some nice wrinkles when he gets older too. So let me know if we can help you with this one. This is a daughter of Turco called Tosa. This footage was taken in Caracas, Venezuela. I sold Tosa to a guy in Caracas, and of course we're going to show you some puppies in just a minute that belong to Tosa. And Tosa was bred to a young male called Bimbo del Nolano that we're going to show you in just a minute. But you can see Tosa is a very nice young female, and we're going to see some very nice puppies in just a minute. This is Bimbo del Nolano, approximately 1 1/2 years of age, a son of Barone del Nolano, also an import from Italy. Very beautiful young male. He looks very much like his father, Barone. Very well balanced, beautiful coat. A very, very nice young male. Bimbo del Nolano, 1 1/2 years of age. Of course, this footage is made in Caracas, Venezuela also. Beautiful bones, beautiful movement, Nice head. He's going to be heavily wrinkled when he gets older. Very well built, very sound. Very nice young dog. I consider this male serious competition for any of mine. Very beautiful young dog. These are puppies. Bimbo down the Lano, bred to Tosa. Of course, you see some more footage of Tosa. More footage from Caracas. In just a minute, we're going to show you these puppies. You can see that these two were an excellent breeding. Wonderful examples of Del Nolano dogs. And, of course, we're going to see Del Nolano line-bred puppies in just a minute. We have Del Nolano line-bred puppies, approximately 6 weeks of age at the time of this footage. And, of course, these belong to Bimbo and Tosa. Very nice young litter. Nice square heads, beautiful coats, pretty bones. These are going to be very heavy, well-built, big and tall, impressive dogs. I think this footage that we're looking at now is the same litter, approximately 8 weeks of age. You can see how the puppies have grown, continued to mature. Beautiful bones. Very powerfully built young puppies. A very nice group of dogs. Bimbo Del Nolano, bred to Neoworks Tosa. I think it's her name, don't quote me on that. Approximately 8 weeks of age, these puppies. Very beautiful young dogs. Here we have another litter of puppies. This litter of puppies are sired by Turco del Nolano, the black male that I own. That brief footage you saw there was made at 4 weeks. These puppies are like 5.5 to 6 weeks of age in this footage. But this is one of the nicest litters of puppies that I have ever seen. Of course, Turco del Nolano, to produce this litter, was bred to Aphrodite del Nolano. You saw footage of Aphrodite playing with Bullo in the park in a couple instances. Of course, she's grown up and made a very nice female. Very large, nice dog like many of the other Del Nolano females. These puppies are perfect. This is genetic purity at its finest. The litter is almost all solid color. At least I can't see any white. Beautiful solid coats, really nice bones. Very, very nice litter of puppies. I'm proud to have had a part in the breeding of these puppies. Of course, you can see they want to play and a little bit rowdy. Very beautiful young dogs. More dogs to show you now. This young male is from the Turco and Aphrodite litter. Solid black male, 8 months of age. Beautiful, beautiful young dog. Again, this is Turco del Nolano, bred to Aphrodite del Nolano. Same puppies that you saw a little bit earlier at 6 or 8 weeks of age. You can see they're growing up. This age, this dog is already almost as tall as his father. Of course, he's not as filled out at this point. He wants attention. Very beautiful young male. Again, black male, son of Turco del Nolano, bred to Aphrodite del Nolano, 8 months old. Dogs from the same litter. Turco del Nolano, bred to Aphrodite del Nolano. This is a brindled male and a black female. Of course, the black female has spent a lot of time in the summer right now, in the sun in the summer right now. She's a bit sunburned. Sunburning on the black coat in some instances tends to turn it brown. The black male is brindled. In other words, he has a striped coat anyway. Both these dogs are 8 months old and litter mates to the solid black male that you just saw. Very beautiful young dogs. Of course, it's so hot out here, you don't want to be out in the sun. This also is going to be a very, very big and tall dog. Huge frame. Right now he's a skinny teenager, in effect at 8 months old. But very well built, anatomically very nice dogs. Female at 8 months, Turco and Aphrodite. Brindle male at 8 months, Turco and Aphrodite. This is a 1-year gray male. This dog is a son of Samson del Grata Azura, bred to Neoworks Sarah. He's very wide-headed and big-boned and very thick dog. He's not going to be as tall as the sons of Turco, but He's very big boned. At this age, 1 year old, he's just a big puppy. He's not through growing, but he is a very nice young male. Big wide head, very big bones, nice and thick and heavy through the body. Of course, he's going to be a lot heavier after he gets older than he is now. And of course, you can tell he wants some attention. Again, this is a 1 year gray son of Samson or Nero of De La Grada Azura, bred to Neoworks Sarah. Thanks for your interest. Please call us with your questions.